So it's Sunday morning, the 31st of January, and we've got a nice southerly wind, about 20 knots coming up the coast. So it's the first break in the nor'easters we've had. The weather's still a little bit inclement, but just leaving Palm Beach now, and it's 8 o'clock in the morning, so I'm expecting probably about a 10-hour trip up the coast. Hopefully it should be a good run. I'll put 2 reefs in the main, so I'll just show you that. Just to make the boat somewhat easier to handle, because you can always shake it out, but putting them in at sea when you're over canvas can be quite difficult. So anyway, let's see how this trip goes. Just passing Broughton Island now as I head out Barrenjoey Heads. You can see the weather in the background. We've got a tinge of rain in it again, unfortunately. So I'm just travelling with a little bit of head sail out at the moment. It's probably half furled. The seas look quite nice here. I'm anticipating it to be a little bit rougher once we get out there, but it's just blowing probably 7 knots here at the moment, but that's going to pick up, I think, as soon as I get past the Barrenjoey Lighthouse. Fishing vessels out this morning, really nice swell though. It's lovely. It's a bit rougher about 2 miles out. Wait and see what it's like. A bit of a rough old passage north, nor'east swell with a southerly wind, and it's a bit of a confused sea unfortunately, but we're making way at about 7 knots. A couple of boats went past me with spinnakers up that were absolutely flying. So yeah, you can see what the conditions are like out here today. Around a fair bit. Roughly opposite the entrance now. So to give you a bit of an idea, that's where we are on the chart plotter. Past the entrance and Tuggerah Lake, so heading north, the conditions are about the same. Sort of still rolling with a second reef in the main and also a half-furled headsail. Doing respectable speed though. Sort of anywhere between 6.5 and 7.5 knots in this seaway. It's settled down a bit now from the nor'east. That swell's pretty much been overtaken by the southerly swell now, so it was a bit messy while it was transitioning, but it seems to be quite okay now. Certainly a bit of roll anyway. The boat could certainly go quicker if I put more sail out, but I'm sort of enjoying being in control of the boat as opposed to trying to control the boat with too much canvas up. So we just hit 8 knots then, so I'm pretty happy just to keep her on an even keel. And I'm not racing anyone, so I may as well just take the opportunity to enjoy the sail. Not too much stress. So a bit of an update on the passage. heading towards Lake Macquarie now, and the swell has settled down nicely. Our speed has picked up, and the wind has picked up a little bit too. 22 knots from pretty much due south now. And the boat seems to be going really well. That nor'east swell has moved off, so I'm not having to contend with that anymore. Just having to if I had my time, I'd go and pole out the headsail, but I just don't think it's worth it at this stage. The boat seems to be travelling really, really well at the moment, so can't complain at 8.4 knots. See a bit of the coastline, still very overcast on the coast. Swell out to sea now. Nice. Rod set up at the back, but too much hands on at the moment to deploy that. Well, there's a not too uncommon sight you see off the east coast of, I suppose, Newcastle. All the big ships waiting to load and unload. Coming up to Red Head very shortly. Once we hit Red Head, I'm going to then jibe and make a run for Newcastle from there. We're probably about 5 miles offshore at the moment. Probably can't see it, but there's the shoreline over there. And I have to manoeuvre a little bit close to too far downwind to get past this ship, but I didn't want to have to go above her, so last leg, just past Red Head back there. Probably can't see it, but just the headland back there. The conditions are still 20 plus knots out here. It's flying now. Coming up to Newcastle, my destination for today, and yeah, the boat is really hiking along. She's got a great tailwind now. You can see another ship out there on the horizon, and let's have a look at what's behind us. Yeah, there she's smoking now. Has been all day actually. I think this is going to be the fastest trip I've actually done up here. Doing 8.3 knots at the moment with a tailwind and a bit of swell. So yeah, moving through quite nicely. They're actually decent sized waves. Not as big as when I left Sydney, because yeah, that was 3 metres plus. This is probably a solid 2.5 metres out here today. Anyway, we're making the most of it, and really pleased with how the boat's performed. It's going really well. See my boom brake up there, sitting just behind the bang. I find that a really helpful device to have, particularly in a following breeze. I wouldn't swear by them as the only thing to have. You really need a preventer, which I didn't put on again. Would have thought I would have learned my lesson, but I've been pretty conscious of where the wind's coming from and how the swell's affecting the boat, so hopefully not putting her into any dangerous territory there or sailing by the lead. Beautiful out there. It's really nice to see your boat perform like this. So what's it look like out the other side of the boat? The radar's been doing its thing. Gee, that was helpful in Pittwater when there was such low cloud and heavy rain, I couldn't see a thing. So a bit of rolling going on here on this side. See the boat's making her way through the water, leaving a nice bit of wake as well. 7.8 knots looks like. I'm hopeful I'll make that headland up there, but I might have to do one more jibe. So there we have it, approaching the break wall and Newcastle. It's been a fantastic trip. Just want to record my time to get up here, but I'm feeling really happy with progress of the boat. Still blowing nicely from the south, and just taking the headsail down, so I dropped our boat speed down to 6.3 knots, and I've just put the engine on in preparation for taking her into the harbour. Great stuff. Well, no big game right out today. Might save that for when I go up to Port Stephens. Helm's been working pretty hard in the background there. A little bit of a knock in it too, I'm not quite sure what that's all about, but anyway, it's been doing a pretty good job. And the official time, $8 hours. I'm really pleased with that. That's a great result. Particularly given I'm not running big spinnakers or fast sails like that, I've just got a furled headsail. Alright, let's take her into Newcastle Harbour. Developed incredibly over the years. That's where all the container vessels go up there on the starboard side. You can see some of the emissions coming out of them, and the yachts go straight ahead up to the marina. So it's pretty nice and sheltered up there.